Good Monday. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seyfried and Brew. Well, behind me, we continue to say, don't bet against the Fed, because the Fed has all the toys in here. When we look at what we think interest rates are going to do, well, we've had the 10-year Treasury move up in here, up to a 192 today, moving upward with some better economic news, especially on the jobless claim front, the retail sales front. Yet, let's not bet against the Fed, who wants to keep interest rates lower and to try to help the unemployment situation. Like we've talked about before, key in on that unemployment goal of 6.5% compared to where we are right now at 7.5%. Is it saying a 10-year Treasury goes above a 2% again? Well, maybe it does, but most likely it brings itself back down again, because we have to look at our 3-month state coincident index from Federal Reserve in Philadelphia. And this is looking back 3 months, showing growth to be at least not falling into recession, but still being very moderate in here. Remembering that GDP at 2.5%, well, when we look at this, is that this is in that 0 to 2.5% type growth range that we could be seeing for this next quarter GDP. So we want to look forward. We want to look forward to the next 6 months with a leading index, and we see a situation where we do have a couple of pink states indicating negative growth, and what is at least positive on the West Coast and East Coast, that is showing growth of 1.5 to 4.5. But look at what's happening in the middle part of the country, that light green, which is 0 to 1.5% growth. So when we look at this, this is suggesting GDP at a 1.76% growth rate. Does that, in your mind, bring unemployment down to 6.5%? I would argue no. That where it shows still a slow to moderate growth in the economy, that overall this is saying that the Fed continues their QE buying program of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities, which should keep that 10-year rate somewhere in this trading range. It might go lower than that 1.6% that we reached, or it might go slightly higher towards that 2%, but my feeling is we're not going to see it go much above that. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seyfried and Brew. Have a great week.